Joining us now is Steve Adubato. He is a political analyst. He's also the author of Lessons in Leadership. Thanks for being with us tonight, Steve.
My pleasure, Teresa.
Strong words from the mayor there. Republicans are digging in their heels, though, saying New York is a crime haven. What are your thoughts on what you heard today?
First of all, people use crime statistics to prove whatever point they want to prove. So if people feel that there's fear and danger in New York City and that crime is real, then it's real. If it happens to you, who cares what the statistics are? Here's the problem I have. The Democrats are saying, what are the Republicans doing coming in and getting in the way of what Alvin Bragg is doing? But the reality is, Alvin Bragg has to make the case against Donald Trump in the judicial process. Republicans should allow that to play out. The Democrats need to acknowledge that crime is real, that the perception of crime is real, and that the Republicans have a right to come in and hold these hearings, regardless of what their motives are. But the idea to say that one party is really concerned about crime and the other one isn't is garbage. It is political theater. The problem is both things are true. Trump needs to be investigated. Let the courts play out, not political public opinion. But at the same time, crime is real and it needs to be fought in a much tougher way than the prosecutors appear to be doing in New York City.
Yeah, some of the testimony today was really quite emotional and impactful, and that was my thought too. Crime is a real problem, even if the statistics show that crime is going down. So when you have something like this, does it take away from the legitimacy and the heaviness of the actual issue?
You know, Teresa, when I was listening to the mom who lost her son, here's what gets lost in a lot of this political games playing, if you will. These are real people. This is real crime. There are real victims. And to politicize this, for Democrats and Republicans to politicize this, to score cheap political points, are the Republicans trying to protect Donald Trump? No kidding. Of course they are. But if they're so concerned about crime, why aren't they concerned about assault weapons and those laws being changed? Why aren't they more concerned about January 6th and the criminals there? For Democrats, why don't they acknowledge that there's more fear than ever before? Why don't they fight crime in a more aggressive way as opposed to pointing the finger at Republicans? Real victims need real answers. That's not happening in Congress. Political games are being played to try to score cheap political points, and frankly, at victims' expense.
Yeah, finally tonight, anything that you can think of that was constructive that came out of today?
People need to acknowledge that the judicial process needs to play out for Donald Trump. But at the same time, every American citizen has a right to believe that the criminal process will play itself out. And if people are involved in violent crime, they can't be let out. They shouldn't be let out. They should serve their time so that people can feel safer. Complex stuff, Teresa. I wish I had a simple answer for it.
Well, you certainly broke it down for us. Steve, thank you. We appreciate your time tonight.